Very interesting thing that popped to my attention yesterday, courtesy of Jeff Goodman at Goodman Hoops, who I believe is at the Rock Hill Adidas event this week, covering that event in person. But he took a picture and shared it to Twitter yesterday, and I'm just going to read Goodman's caption. Here's a first, an AAU program sponsored by a player who has yet to play a college basketball game. Mikel Brown Jr. Elite playing here at Rock Hill in the Adidas event. Brown is Louisville bound and has signed a deal with Adidas. Yes, there is a team playing at this Adidas event in Rock Hill called Mikel Brown Jr. Elite. We have seen a ton of NBA players sponsor AAU teams. As far as I know, we have not seen a current college basketball player, let alone a guy who hasn't even played college basketball yet, sponsor an AAU program. But Mikel Brown Jr. is a trailblazer, apparently, in this regard. Dion, what are your thoughts on Mikel Brown Jr. having his own AAU program?
I think I love it. I think I love the idea of this. No one is going to know AAU better than the guys that just finished playing AAU basketball, right? Like, no one's going to know more what it takes to get people ready for the next level than guys that literally just went through the process. I think this is going to be really big for a lot of kids that are trying to make that next step. If more college basketball players go to do this, mostly, I just think it goes to show the type of star that Michael Brown is. We spoke about this. I mean, you and I only do videos like once or twice a month now, so I can't remember when it was, but I think it was like a month ago. We spoke about how the Kentucky recruits are like replicas of what Mark Pope's personality is, and Pat Kelsey recruits are kind of like that Pat Kelsey personality, and everything's fitting so well together for both of these coaches and both of these programs. This is very Pat Kelsey of Michael Brown. The personality is starting to come out of him in a way that I think is really special. This kid is a superstar. He showed it on the FIBA stage. I think he's going to show it on the college stage. I think it's really cool that he's giving back to the community in this aspect too. It also just goes to show how much money they're making, man.
Yeah, I mean, yes, yes. I've had to wrap my mind around this for the last 12 hours or so since I saw this last night. I let out an audible laugh when I first saw this. I was feeding Banks, my son, who's 3 months old. I was feeding him, rocking him to bed last night. And sometimes I just scroll while feeding. I know it's a bad dad habit, but I was scrolling and I saw the Goodman tweet on this, and I laughed and I woke my son up, and I felt really bad about it. But I had to be like, Banks, the fourth ranked player in this class has his own AAU program before he's even played a game. Can you believe that? It's totally on brand for Mikel, from everything I know about Mikel, and I don't know the kid personally. I think he has a pretty endearing superstar personality. He's a gravitating force of person. Like there are some people who just play basketball and are good at basketball, and then there are some people who are superstars that play basketball. Mikel Brown Jr. is that. He's going to be that at the next level. He's going to be that wherever he goes. So, in some senses, it makes sense. Just a few thoughts that I had, and these are rambling and all over the place. Thought number one, doesn't it feel random that it's Mikel getting this and not like AJ DeBanza, though? Like, why is it Mikel, you know?
I think that's the personality aspect.
AJ's got that too, though, right?
I think AJ has, as the kids call it, aura. And because
Right.
he has that aura, we want him to have the personality and we want him to do all these different things. And I think prior to him going to college, maybe he was steered the way of doing the personality stuff. But the FIBA stage to me was very, very telling. Michael's personality came out. He popped every single game. AJ quietly was just the best player on the court every time they stepped on it. And he kind of just went about his business a little bit. And I think AJ's been kind of saying, like, I'm a basketball player. I love basketball. This is what I love to do. And I'm kind of like, this is kind of like business for me. And I'm not saying it isn't for Michael or there's a right or wrong way to go about it, but I think you kind of saw the personalities of the guys come out. AJ will probably have the personality at BYU. He has to. as because they don't have anyone else. As he's develops, I think he's going to be more of a Kevin Durant type personality, where it's there, but my personality is that I love basketball.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. There will be Mikel Brown Jr. fans who disagree with you that AJ was quietly the best player in that event. For what it's worth, Mikel was, in theory, the best player in the event, I think. But look, I digress. I don't care. They were both great. Mikel is great. It's not like I'm like looking at this like, oh, AJ deserves his own AAU team. I want to be clear. I don't think any prospective college basketball player should have their own AAU team. I think this is crazy. And I guess that's cool for Mikel. Maybe he has some like business mind that I'm underrating here because it's obviously a good business move. Clearly, he is one of those guys that the Adidas deal really matters to him. And there's another Louisville target right now, Tay Kinney, who's being pitched on fulfilling or filling in the Mikel Brown footsteps after Mikel's a one and done, who is saying out loud, yeah, Adidas, like my contract ends at the end of the year. That's not the end all be all for me. Mikel Brown, it's the end all be all for me. I will do anything Adidas wants me to do. I'm at an Adidas school right now. I'm going to be a one and done. I'm going to have my own Adidas shoes. I have my own Adidas AAU team. I am Adidas. I'm Mikel Brown Jr. That's great. Get that bag. Mikel, you're special. It's going to be fun. Clearly, Pat Kelsey's a good fit with Mikel Brown because this is something Pat Kelsey would 100% do and encourage from a branding perspective. It's only good news for Louisville that there's an active player who has this. I told you my thoughts would be rambling. I'm all over the place with these thoughts, but my last rambling thought: if I were a player, if I were an 18-year-old kid playing AAU basketball, I don't know if I could put on a jersey that has another 18-year-old kid's name on it and take myself seriously. Today's video is sponsored by LabCorp On Demand. Car, do you take care of yourself?
I try my best to, yeah.
Like not just treat yourself to expensive meals, but like you go to the doctor and things like that?
No, I just take care of myself. There's no need to go to the doctor unless I'm not taking care of myself, right?
Are you afraid of the doctor, Cart?
Just a little bit. I mean, if nothing's wrong, why would I go there?
Listen, I'm the same way, and so are millions of men across America. But that's why LabCorp On Demand is helping millions of people like us. With their men's health test, you can get a comprehensive look at your hormone levels, your total testosterone, and you don't even have to go to the doctor. It's easy, and you get the results the next day.
Testosterone, is that a big thing?
It's a really important thing, Cart. Sometimes you can feel off without even knowing something's wrong. But LabCorp On Demand wants to keep you healthy and wants to make it as easy as possible. Right now, you can get 20% off your men's health test by visiting our sponsor at tryelco.com/sleepersmedia. It's simple, affordable, and honestly, it's empowering to know that you're healthy and have this info about your body.
Didn't know that testosterone did all those things. I'm gonna have to take the guesswork out of this and go get my health checked out today using LabCorp On Demand.
Could you?
So that was going to be my one takeaway. I do think the 17U element of this is probably too much for Mikel, but I think this would be great. Like if he started like the 11U, 12U, 13U, and then eventually he had his own 17U team and he built that, like he took that group with him all the way. You know what I mean? He just went to war with these dudes like 4 months ago.
It would almost be cooler to me if Mikel was playing. If he was like the player owner of this program and like, I'm going to drag my team here. But without Mikel there, it's just like, okay, so a bunch of his peers are rocking Mikel's name on the, like, isn't that a little weird? Like, if I'm a 17-year-old, I get wearing like the name of an NBA player who you aspire to be one day. But like, I don't know. Are we sitting here being like, I aspire to be Mikel Brown, one of my peers already? It's a little weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's really weird. I'm gonna be honest from that aspect of it, but I do think him having his own AAU team is cool, and I think he how he develops it could be really cool too. But shout
You
out
think this is
Adidas.
going to be here 2 years from now?
I do, I do.
You think
I,
there's staying power to Mikel Brown Jr. elite?
I think Mikel Brown Jr. And maybe I'm overreacting because I obviously overreacted on the other way about 2 months ago on Mikel Brown Jr. So maybe I'm like overreacting way much. So I'm being a little extreme here. He has staying power as a superstar. Superstars are going to have like AAU teams, commercials, etc. I think Mikel Brown Jr. is going to be one of the biggest stars in the world when it comes to basketball.
I completely agree with you there. As his star grows, I wonder how much the AAU program's growth will matter. I mean, maybe I'm wrong on that because we've seen a lot of NBA superstars actually really grow and develop this stuff. But like, I don't know what's next. Is Mikel gonna host like the Mikel Brown Jr. Elite Camp for the best social media star point guards in high school basketball? Could he do that right now? Could we do that in August before he even steps foot on a college court? Like, is there any part of you that is just like, can you do it first? Like, I'd like to see him do it, right? And he just went to the FIBA World Cup, won a gold medal, was the best player. He's doing it. I don't knock that he's doing it. But there's a little element of like, let's go do it. Let's go win at Louisville. Let's go be the best freshman in the country. Let's be a top 5 pick before we start to operate as if we're an NBA superstar, you know?
Completely agree. Completely agree. I think that is the new age of the social media aspect to all this stuff. Like, and
Yeah.
I think that that's something that it's probably not just going to be Michael. It's like you're talking about with AJ and like the YouTube channel and everything like that. These guys they're superstars already. They get so much recognition at such a young age. I think honestly, you're probably more likely to see a 16-year-old have his own team than Mikel doesn't have his team. Because realistically, what's going to happen in a few years is he's going to have nearly $100 million in his pocket, and he's going to pay somebody to run Mikel Brown Elite, and then he'll just show up to the tournaments that are in fun cities. Do the thing Braun did with his team, where he pretends to like coach and cheer a lot, and he's really just in Miami to go out at night. And then once it's over, he'll go right back home.
Possible for sure. I would like to add at the earliest opportunity possible, I would like to have our own AAU team, Sleepers Elite for sure, or Sleepers United. I'd rather consider it a club. I feel like that's better. Also, the jerseys would be sick. And then second, I'd like to see how far we could push the lengths of this idea of Mikel Brown too. Like, okay, a 17-year-old incoming freshman has his own AAU team. Who's the best 9-year-old in America? What about those little twins that were like on the circuit with all the like Fruity Pebbles color jerseys? You know the ones I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I want them to have their own AAU team as 11-year-olds. Could we get there?
Well, what if we just get them on Sleepers United?
Yeah, maybe they're the faces of our program.
I think so. I think what we do is we don't buy in to any age group that's over like 12U, and we dominate like the elementary, middle school, like AAU circuit. And then
Yeah.
we're just like, yeah, you can go play with Michael Brown if you want, but like we just won like 7 11U national championships in a row.
I like that. I am the only person in Catholic Youth League Greater Lansing area history to win the 8th grade CYL championship as both a player and a coach. So just saying, I have a little history at like the U13 level if we really wanted to. But I'd rather go down. I'd rather dominate like U9, you know?
Can you imagine me, you, and Cart coaching this team all together, by the way?
Maybe like, well, if Cart's involved, wouldn't we just name the AU program Touch the Kids Elite? Like it's all about giving back, you know?
Cart Cart would get tossed out of an 8U an under 8 like tournament because one of the kids like took a charge that was called a block.
100% true. This video is brought to you by NBA2KLab.com. 2K Lab worked with us last summer as well. They're one of our favorite entities in all of sports gaming. We want to show you their college basketball stadium locator challenge game. And I'm going to share a screen right now as we do this. South Carolina, bang. Oh,
Ooh.
okay, that's pretty good. Next, North Carolina. Why are we only getting the Carolinas?
Please
Bang.
lock in.
St. John's, that's New York.
New York.
Bang.
Where's New Jersey?
We're on fire. Colorado. I actually don't know what state Colorado is.
It's in Colorado. There's a state of Colorado.
Is that this one?
It's to the right of Phoenix.
Anyway, you get the picture. This game's really fun. They've got more games as well, like Guess the NBA Player, Mystery Fantasy Draft, and more. Stay tuned for all of the college football content and games that they'll be putting together to help you get the best experience out of college football 26. Back to the video.